Is there other intelligent life in the universe? Will we ever live on another planet? Our imaginations began to wander more boldly, and on September 15th, 1965, an unusual television program took us out to space and left us there.
Warning, warning. Vehicle velocity now equivalent to speed of light. Velocity now increasing beyond EM radiation speed.
It was the first show of its type. It not only combined science fiction, but science fantasy. A little bit of tongue-in-cheek, camp.
September 15th, 1965, a new television family blasts into our living rooms. But unlike Father Knows Best or Leave It to Beaver, this family show takes place in outer space. Its 5-year mission to boldly go where no family has gone before, to the Alpha Centauri star system.
The Robinson family was selected from more than 2 million volunteers for its unique balance of scientific achievement, emotional stability, and pioneer resourcefulness.
The twist to this soapbox clan is that the space family Robinson is trapped in outer space after an evil stowaway sabotages their spaceship.
The meteor's clubbing us. Our whole control system's badly damaged.
You're supposed to be a space pilot and qualified. Improvise something. Turn us around and get us back to Earth.
Every week, Dr. Zachary Smith tries to make a deal with some form of extraterrestrial intelligence to get him back to Earth without the Robinsons. But his plans never work out.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Zachary Smith.
What is it you want?
Surely it would be a very small matter indeed for you to make arrangements to return me to Earth.
Dr. Smith, I created him, you know, from nothing. He was not meant to be what you ultimately saw. He was meant to be a deep-dyed, snarling villain, and I didn't find that very palatable. I don't think it's a nice thing to watch every week, a war kind of man. So I began to sneak in little comedic bits.
In a trice, I shall be ready to fight my weight in tigers. Oh, dear.
Will really did love Dr. Smith, even though, I was constantly making excuses. Will was constantly making excuses for him to get him out of the frying pan, so to speak.
Dr. Smith gave it to that old mining engineer.
If only I hadn't done it. It's all up with us now because of me. I didn't find it on the junk pile. I found it on a central astrolator.
Well, I think you better get right up there and tell him what you did.
I can't do it now. I'm strapped in.
Well, then unstrap and get right up there.
I had an affection for him, even though he did frustrate me a lot. That's what we sort of played.
Actually, I patterned him on every kid I'd ever known.
Delicious. I'll take some for later. No, William. I was just arranging these lovely things.
The storylines are bizarre and for the most part silly, but the formula works. For 3 seasons, the Robinsons and their stowaway come across threatening situations with monsters and other alien life forms. Each week, their spacecraft malfunctions and they land on a new planet, hoping one day it will be Earth. And each series ends with a cliffhanger, always bringing the viewer back the following week.
Gene Lockhart dubbed me Crash West because in order for us to have a segment every week on a different planet, we had to land somewhere and we had to crash. And I was the pilot, so I was Crash West.
Try number 5 now. It's working.
It was a fun show to shoot. We always had a great time. We loved being drenched by the water and had rocks thrown at us. I got to do wonderful things like push a button and the food all came out already prepared.
There now.
Yeah, really? Some of our monsters were fabulous. Wonderful monsters.
My favorite show was something called The Vegetable Rebellion, in which Jonathan played a stalk of celery, and one actor was dressed as a carrot. And every time anybody sat down, they took root.
Everyone had to kind of react normally and play it straight to like this guy was a talking carrot.
Why change Dr. Smith into a stalk of celery? And what do you think you're going to do with my parents and Penny and Don? Why can't you just be satisfied to be what you are and let us be what we are?
But Lost in Space's 5-year mission ends abruptly in the fall of 1968. The series ends like all of the other episodes, unresolved.
I picked up the New York Times and quickly turned to the television page. Lost in Space canceled. I was absolutely aghast.
You know, it was hot. It had romance, it had drama, it had great special effects, it had that fabulous set. The music was wonderful. There was such a potential, and